It has always amazed me when I was struggling with anxiety that there were so many people who really thought they had the solution. The problem is that these people did not struggle with anxiety. So they really could not understand the problem I was facing, nor the solution I needed. I often got blamed for my struggles, and I was told things like, why don't you just trust God? Think positive. Here, read this book. It has all the answers. You really don't even want to recover, do you? Or how about this one? Hey, just smoke some weed. Take this supplement. I was already trying to think positive. I had read dozens of books. My life was miserable. So, of course, I wanted to recover. I wasn't interested in smoking weed, and I had tried handfuls and handfuls of supplements. So, really, I felt judged. Like, nobody really understands exactly how hard I am trying. So nobody, and I mean nobody, chooses to struggle with anxiety. No one wakes up in the morning and makes a conscious decision to be miserable and anxious. Your anxiety is absolutely not your fault. It is the result of subconscious processes that were set in motion by triggering events from your past. So reframing and neutralizing those events on a subconscious level, that is what brings freedom. So I had extremely severe anxiety. Literally, I was terrified to even drive my car or leave my house. And yet I live in freedom today. And I know you can too. So what I want you to know and understand is you are absolutely not to blame for your anxiety. The fact that you have anxiety doesn't mean that you're inferior or broken or defective in any way. So while your anxiety resulted from things that happened in your past, now is the time for you to take personal responsibility for resolving your anxiety, but on a subconscious level, because that's where your anxiety originated to begin with. So once again, it is absolutely not your fault if you're struggling with anxiety. And this is really an important concept for you to embrace because unfortunately, anxiety is difficult to live with. And when you have this anxiety and then you start filling your heart and mind with guilt and shame on top of the anxiety, you've just brought onto yourself a lot of suffering. Now, your anxiety came about from all these things in your past. And because it's so difficult to deal with and it seems so complex, it seems to you probably like the solution to that anxiety must be complex. But that is so not true because your anxiety is now lodged in those thinking patterns in your brain. It's in those deep places of the brain in your subconscious mind. But your subconscious mind can shift. What's been programmed into your brain can be programmed out. So that's the good news. And the great news is it's not all that difficult to shift your anxiety when you're working with the subconscious mind. See, the problem is you've been working with your conscious mind for so long, just like I did. I didn't know any other way. So I tried for years and years to shift. And I came to the conclusion, I must just be a weak person. I was never a weak person. The fact that you live on a day-to-day basis, struggling with anxiety, and you still get out of bed every morning, that proves that you are a strong and incredibly wonderful person with a lot of grit. I just want to share with you the fact that if I overcame anxiety, mine was so bad I couldn't even leave the house a lot of days. I got out of bed and I had about 2 hours of energy because my anxiety was so bad. Just even in my physical body, I had multiple panic attacks that I felt so drained and exhausted all the time dealing with it. But still, no matter how bad your anxiety is, it still comes from these ingrained thinking patterns in our minds that have been put into the subconscious mind by the events, circumstances that happened in the past. It is not your fault. You are a strong person and you can beat your anxiety. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video today. I hope you realize your anxiety is not your fault. Give yourself a big hug for all you've been through. But the message I really want to get across to you is you can beat the anxiety when you work with the subconscious mind. Now, of course, because what I do, I personally believe that hypnosis is the very best way to impact the subconscious mind, reprogram those anxious thoughts, and move forward having a shift to an empowered way of thinking. So feel free to look at the information below. I put some links below that should help you learn more about what I do to help you overcome anxiety, but also know that I'm going to be posting as many videos as I can just to give you the information that you need to move forward and beat your anxiety. I also have several meditations to help you calm your nervous system and foster self-love and acceptance. So feel free to look at those and take advantage of them. I make them for you because I know what it's like to suffer from anxiety. And honestly, it's my goal, it's my vision to help as many people as I can overcome anxiety, because I know how miserable it is. It not only impacts you, it impacts your children, your partner, your friends, your career, your future. So I want you to get past this, and please subscribe to my channel, and I'll do my best to bring those videos to you as quickly as possible, as well as many helpful resources for you. So please like and share. And if you know someone who's feeling guilty, who's feeling disempowered by their anxiety, please feel free to share this video with them. Thank you, and I'll see you again soon.